Hey Taurus, my favorite sign because I'm a Taurus sun sign. Welcome to my channel. This is the weekly read for you, Taurus. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. If you'd like a personal reading with me, just check out the description box below of how to book in. So first of all, Taurus, I've picked a card from Colette Baron Reid's Wisdom of the Oracle deck. This is like the overriding theme for your week. And the card for Taurus is Thinker. Thinker. So you see all the stars around, the clouds. She's thinking. And thinking is really our superpower, you know. It's our conscious mind that is those thoughts that we consciously decide to think that have lots of power to them. Of course, the ego, subconscious mind has power to it if we let that run riot and rule the show all the time. And our hearts have that power as well. So it's our hearts and minds together, our consciousness and our emotions together, that create our lives. And so I notice this is the card 44 as well, power number, shows that we're in alignment. And that's all about our power. It's about our personal power, and so our thoughts and our emotions are our personal power. Let's have a look at what Colette Baron Reid says about it. The Oracle's message. The ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct. For in this moment there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. Things are as exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple and you'll win the game of life you're playing right now. Great advice. So yeah, this is like using our logical minds. Using your logical mind to get through life. It's like sometimes intuition is great, following our feelings is great, but sometimes we've got to use our logical mind. It's that balance of the two, you know? And so this week for Taurus, bringing it back to your logical mind. So what's the general guidance for this week? Okay, so Taurus, general guidance this week, we've got healing and who is aware. Right, so this is talking about your healing. And so maybe you've been through hard times. Maybe you're going through a difficult patch at the moment. Maybe the rug's been pulled out from underneath your feet and the universe is forcing you into change, ripping you out of your comfort zone by giving you a challenge. Maybe you've had a relationship breakup, or you've lost somebody in your family, or you've quit a job, or you're having hard times in your job, like the universe pulling the rug out from underneath your feet, causing you to move on. And so this is a period of healing. And while you're going through this healing phase, it's about processing your thoughts about that. It's like learning from what you've been through, and that takes processing, that takes thinking, and that's a healing process. There's also the emotional healing aspect of it, but you've got this who is aware card coming out with this healing, because it's all about awareness. And so your healing is all about awareness. So if you can do it with awareness, if you can be aware of your thoughts and that process that you go through, it's like a grieving process, the healing process. Whatever you've been through, you've got to go through that process of thinking about it. And it might seem like you shouldn't be having negative thoughts about it, but that's just part of the process. It's just part of that healing process of processing it in our minds. And that's what this week is all about for you, Taurus. It's about thinking, using your logical mind about it. So don't shy away from that healing process of processing things with your mind. It's a really important phase, and some people will try and bypass it, spiritually bypass it, and try and ignore what's going on. That's not the thing to do. You don't ignore your emotions, don't ignore your thoughts either. There's reason behind it. Any more? Oh wow. So you've been through it. You and me both, Taurus. This is more guidance of a general nature. And so, yeah, I mean, we're healing from relationships too. Don't know about you, but my a relationship broke up for me, I think 8 weeks ago now, something like that. But yeah, still in the healing process of it. Don't rush that kind of thing. You've got to process it, otherwise you're going to end up in the same kind of relationship again if you've not learned from it, if you've not gleaned why you got into that situation again, or chose that kind of person again. Whatever it is that you needed to learn from it, if you're not taking your time to do that healing, and that specifically the thinking process, that logical thinking process about it, you're going to end up doing the same thing, recreating the same thing again. So the healing process This week especially, it's about thinking about it. So take some time to think about it. Think about what went on. Don't shy away from that. You know, some people don't want to think about it because it feels horrible, you know? It feels horrible to dwell on it, and you feel like you're dwelling on it, but you do need to process it. It's an important part of life and of healing, is the processing of it. Emotions can come later. So, how about love life? What's going on in Taurus's love life? Speaks for itself, doesn't it? Time alone, patience. So whether you've got somebody coming up, you've got someone in your sights, still it's a week of being alone. It's a week of having patience with this process, with this healing process. You're in between worlds at the moment, in between relationships. For those of you, Taurus, that are actually in a relationship or not single, this calls to spending more time by yourself, following your own path, not putting everything on your partner, and being patient with your partner, being patient with yourself. Healing, you know, it's not just about breakups. We've got to heal within relationships. There's always challenges in relationships. But two people in a room, and eventually they're going to have some kind of conflict go on. And we learn from that, you know. We learn about communication. We learn about being tolerant. We learn to look at things from other people's perspective. So again, if you're in a relationship, spend some more time alone and have patience with the healing process. So it's not a week for getting together with that new person that you've got your eyes set on. Love life, Taurus, for this week. Clear, I am love. So clear it within. Any regrets that you have, any shame, any guilt, anything that you think you did wrong in that last relationship, it's about clearing it out. Again, takes me back to thinking, the thinker, using your logical mind, thinking through things, taking some time to think through what went on. So yeah, we're not moving ahead with romantic relationships. We're doing the in-betweeny healing work at the moment. And so anything that makes you think that you're not loved and you're not great at relationships, clear that stuff out. So that you're feeling good about it yourself and realizing what an amazing partner you are. You have so much to bring to a relationship, you and me both. Okay, what about career, business, jobs, that kind of thing? Right, we've got completion, one step at a time. So as far as work, jobs and business goes, career, we're like at the end of a cycle, whether you've quit your job and are moving on, or whether you're changing your business, whether you're in between jobs. This, again, it's the thinker again. This process, it takes time. It takes time to reset your energy, to get back to yourself, to process what you learned from that job or from that last phase of your business, whatever it is that you've been doing, this change that you've got within your work. It takes time to process what you've been through and to actually complete it. So even if you've ended something within your work and you're moving on to the next phase, there's a saying that in-between process is going to take time. Don't rush ahead trying to push and get results from the new thing that you're doing, the new job that you're doing, or trying to get that new job if you're seeking work. Just take it one step at a time, because the internal work is really important. Anything else for Taurus, for jobs, career, work, business? Woo! How fun is this? Take the risk and sex on your desk. What is this about? Right, so it's sexual energy. When this sex card comes out, it's not always about the act of it. So this is pertaining to business and to career. And so what I think about this card is on about is our sexual energy. You know, when you're on top of the world, when things are going really well, when your energy is high, you're being really successful, things are flowing great, you're having a great time with everyone, your sexual energy raises up, right? Just naturally, it's just a part of being in alignment. It's like you feel joyful, you feel energetic, your sexual energy is really high. And you know when, you know how performers say, so so performing artists, like actors or musicians, when they're really in the flow and their sexual energy is right out there, they're really attractive to everyone. You know how you kind of fall in love with the lead guitarist, or is that just me? Or the lead actor or whatever. That's when they're really in their element, when they're really in the flow. And so you get in that flow when you are really being yourself and you're really shining. It's when you're really in alignment with yourself. And so the take the risk card is like, take the risk of being yourself and being brilliant and shining and putting your true talent out there in a big way. Your sexual energy is going to raise up. All of your energy is going to raise up. And don't be shy of that sexual energy, because it is very attractive. It's just part of our attractiveness, you know. Attractiveness, not just in visuals, but our energy attracts, you know. It attracts customers, it attracts jobs, it attracts people. Not just in the relationship way or in the sexual way, but it's the same kind of energy, you know. It's the law of attraction. It's the attractive power that you've got. So that's general love. We are on abundance and money now, Taurus. Oh. Abundance and money, this is the guidance, lovers and rest. This is about connecting abundance or finances with a lover. This is about breaking that attachment. It's breaking the link between it. So maybe you're looking for a savior, maybe you're hoping for a partner to come and sort your financial worries out. Maybe you're fully relying on a partner, or maybe you think you're locked into a relationship because of finances. The rest card, it's like, give it a rest. That story, give it a rest. So what are you thinking? Again, back to the overriding energies. What are you thinking about? Like, what are your beliefs about that? How your finances, how your abundance is locked in with relationships. Give that a rest. Give that story a rest. So listen to your mind, maybe meditate on that and see where your subconscious mind goes to. What beliefs have you got there about abundance being tied up with a lover? Mm-hmm. I just had visuals then of like someone being tied up to a bed with money. That's why I was laughing. Okay, Taurus, abundance, money, finances. Right, this is good. Allow and reach out. So Taurus, you're being asked to reach out for what you want now and then allow it in. You know, if you ask for what you want, then someone will offer it you. And then you've got to allow it in. You've got to say yes to it, not decline it, not say, oh no, it's okay. You've got to actually allow it in. And you've got to reach out for what you want in the first place. You've got to ask for what you want. Ask for what you want from the universe. Ask for what you want from people too. This is about reaching out to the right people too that can allow. And what I'm saying there is, like, you know, if you've got a business and say your business is selling luxury cars, right? You're not going to go to the ghetto and then try and sell them there. You're going to go to the right kind of people. You're going to go to the right kind of places. You're going to reach out to the people that will allow what it is that you are offering. And so like me, I'm going to reach out to the people like you, people that will watch these kind of videos, that are interested in horoscopes, that are interested in reading, that are interested in the inner work. I'm reaching out to the right people by doing this, the people that will allow me to help them in the way that I help them. In the same way, you're being asked to reach out to those that will allow what it is that you want to offer the world. So what is it that you're doing in your business? Who should you be reaching out to? Same if you've got a job. You're reaching out to the right people, the right colleagues, the right bosses that are in there. And if you're working directly with customers, the same. You're reaching out to the right customers within your work, within your job. So just think about that. Reaching out to those that can actually allow the abundance that it is that you want, and actually ask for what you want. So, back to the overriding energies, Taurus, for the week. Thinker, this is about processing. It's a week of inner work, of processing. Great time to get a reading, by the way. If you'd like a personal reading with me, details are below in the description box there. If you like this video, click like, subscribe to my channel. Join me in Psychic Cafe. So every morning, 8 o'clock in the morning Bangkok time, because I live in Thailand, have a coffee and a chat. I'm live for about an hour and do card readings with people, pick cards out, go deeper into the daily reads for the day. You can find the daily reads on my YouTube channel too. I'd love to see you in that, Taurus. Apart from that, have a great week, Taurus, and I'll see you next week. Bye.